too far. It's past the realm of mortal responsibility and into the hands of the gods. You know what I mean? It's too much for a human's frail mind to handle. It's just gone away. We have transcended physical form and conceptual thought and wound up in the Twilight Zone.
The panini press.
Where only men with 7 panini presses each, gracing their gentle hips, swaying in the breeze, can survive the ever-growing onslaught of what has happened now, today.
Kevin, you gotta fix your bike.
You don't have to fix anything. What did I mess up? It's all fine. It's good. No! No! Hey, everybody. Kevin here, hiding from the world in shame. I hope you all have enjoyed this little time we've spent together as I slowly become the mummy from that movie, The Mummy, as I turn into sand and fly through the desert, searching, hunting for Brendan Fraser, who's stolen something from me probably. I'll be honest, I don't really remember the plot of The Mummy. I remember there was that one dude got eaten by scarabs. It was scary. It made me think about stuff crawling inside my skin, like that song by some bad band from the 90s or 80s or 2000s. Best hits of today, you know. Bring it back. Here's Led Zeppelin's "Do You Want to Be My Lover," featuring the Spice Girls and Shakira. Well, why not? Yeah. It's so hot in here. All the air is being absorbed by the Christmas spirit, you know what I mean, folks? It's just, there's so much joy that it's making me dizzy, and I can't breathe. It's either the Christmas spirit or a heavily overdosage of CO2. That's a little bit of carbon dioxide for you. It's what trees breathe. It's what you breathe out. It's the base block of the uniform of the world. You know what I mean? That big old outer layer that we call the atmosphere. And it's in there. It's there for a lot of stuff. Nitrogen is also there. It's mostly 70% nitrogen, I think. There's a lot of oxygen too. I mean, why not? That's what we breathe, right? That's what trees fart. It's the way the world works. You got fish, you got trees, you got people. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. And then once you have those 3 things, you can go ahead. You can open a chain restaurant. You can get your liquor license and start selling beer until some irresponsible fish drives his fish tank home one night and winds up in a Denny's, and then he sues you because he's like, why did you do this to me? Me of all people, the fish. Me of the fish people. I'm a fish person and I'm at the Denny's? No! It's not fair. It's not okay. Nothing has ever been good in my life. I'm part fish, part people, part tree, apparently, in this scenario. And I don't know what's happening to my kids. My kids are gone. Who took them? Who took my kids? I saw somebody eating fish sticks the other day. Got real nervous. I don't even know why we have this in a world with sentient fish people. Why do people still eat fish sticks? Why would you bread your own brethren and batter them and fry them? And it sounds so good and it hurts me inside. And so you lose your liquor license and you can't sell beer no more to fish people. And it's a really unfortunate time and everyone gets sad. And some people get so sad that they drive out to the Grand Canyon. They feel better. You know, there's a beautiful sight, beautiful place out there. They're all like, oh, wow. Who dug this? They must have spent a lot of time, like with a shovel and then some pails and some fish people helping them out in the desert. And they were like, wow, so many fish people must have died of not being able to breathe human air instead of fish water to live in this canyon. And you go down to the bottom of the canyon, and then you find an old man, all grizzled and broken He's a haggard and he's weaving spells with his brain and his mind and his heart. His heart's so big that you can see it. It's gross. It's like bulging. And he just says to you, listen, I've got a quest. Got a quest for you. You gotta work it. You gotta do it. You gotta work it. And he starts taking pictures. It's weird. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, you've got a 12-month calendar all filled out. And he's like, wow, this is great. You should do this professionally. And you're like, oh my god, really? Are you really? Like, I mean, I'm nothing compared to the fish people models. And he's like, no. Listen. You're fine. You're good. You got it. You can do it. You can do whatever you want to. You just gotta follow your dreams. That's why I'm in this canyon. And you're like, what? He's like, yeah, I had a dream where I was in a canyon. So here I am, 79 years later. I have lived in this canyon forever. And I will always be. Hey, you'll be in my heart, like that one song from that movie. Tarzan, yeah. Tarzan. That's the movie about the toucan who sells Fruit Loops.
Toucan Sam.
It's about toucan. Yeah, it's Tarzan, Sam, Toucan.
His nephews are pirates.
His nephews are pirates. They've killed so many and pillaged and destroyed villages along the coast for thousands of years. Toucan Sam's nephews are ghost pirates. Not a lot of people knew that, but that's a real fact. I'm speaking to you today.
Breaking news.
You should all know.
It's actually the plot of
You should all know. Listen. Okay, I tried to get out of it, but I'm still stuck. I've wrapped myself too tightly. The wound has grown deep, and the blood has run full. Don't you? I see that. You think I can't see you with your fucking pants and your shirt? Anyway, so as I was saying about Toucan Sam's ghost pirate kids, he's got like 4 of them, and they all have different names, like Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Buzz. And they all travel around the world. They travel around the world being ghosts and also pirates. So one day Scooby-Doo came along. He was like, hey, you guys gotta stop that shit. It's fucked up. You're killing people is bad. And they were like, what? Scoob, come on. And they gave him Scooby snacks and he forgot about the whole thing. He was complicit in their scheme to kill all the coastal living people in the world. The fucking toucan ghost pirates and a talking dog. It's like a movie, but they never made it because it didn't get past the screenings. Because everyone was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand. There was a dude in a cave or a well or a canyon. He was in a canyon. Originally in the script they were going to put him in a cave. But they thought, you know what, that's a little too, you know what I mean? It was a little too much. So basically what they decided to do is go ahead with shooting the movie. Carl Sagan was in that movie. That was his last role before he turned into space. It was a good, it's not, I mean, not the best foot to step out on. But, you know, when you're a man becoming the infinite vastness of space, sometimes you get a dud, you know, you get your discography, your filmography can't be all perfect. Sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta make a Scooby-Doo fights Toucan Sam's ghost pirate kids, you know, one of those for every Godfather. You know what I mean? You know, so basically to sum up the situation, I spent like 10 minutes trying to put on this fucking sheet, and it keeps getting all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Hey kids.
Hey buddy. This has been great.
Story time with Kevin.
I'd like to talk to you about poverty.